A nice thing for 4 years. Nam 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 nam. Dr. the man, the searcher.
This is Sweden, the country that will pay immigrants $34,000 to go back home.
Why would you even place people to live here? You placed us in one area. Why would you even...
Sweden, the country that will pay immigrants $34,000 to go back home.
Why would you even place people to live here? You placed us in one area and then they just put all the bad things on us. We're like the scapegoat.
So Sweden has never been like this blue-eyed, blonde country. The idea of a national state is old.
We have as many bombings per capita as in Mexico.
2 people are dead in a knife attack at an IKEA store in Sweden.
Mohammed, du kommer inte upp här. Därför han högg mig med en kniv. Såg ni det?
Sweden began to experience a surge in gang violence, drug trafficking, shootings, grenade explosions, gang rapes, and other violent crimes when 163,000 migrants fled to Sweden during the refugee crisis in 2015 from countries like Syria, Afghanistan, and Iraq, leading the Swedish public to wonder if integration was possible and if the benefits of importing third world migrants were worth the diversity and cheap labor they brought. With some Swedish politicians using the rising crime to argue for less open borders, others fear it may lead to unjust vilification of many peaceful, productive migrants seeking a better life away from their war-torn country. But does multiculturalism work? Does Sweden want more migrants? Are these migrants trying to assimilate into Swedish society? And what does it mean to be a Swede in 2024?
Your thoughts on migration?
I think it's a good thing, you know, because some people, like, you know, people from places like, for example, Ukraine or Palestine, like, they need somewhere to go. We have, like, unfortunately, the government in Sweden is a little bit, like, racist, I think.
Okay.
So,
Are there any negatives you've observed or heard of?
Yeah, of course you see all these shootings and
Like?
stuff like that, but it's what it is.
Sweden is a very interesting place for multiculturalism. I lived here in 2012 and it was very homogenous at that time. I noticed, this is my first time back in 12 years, and I noticed that it's become a little bit more diverse. I'm not sure necessarily how Swedes feel about that diversity.
What specifically do Swedish people gain from the importation of third world migrants?
I mean, I work in the healthcare system, and I have colleagues coming from all over the world who work, and we need those people. So for the moment, birth rates are going down, and we really need to even out the population pyramid.
I think Sweden has an
Why?
obligation to let people from other places in.
Why?
Like, let's say a refugee.
yes.
Yeah.
The birth rates decline and you're back to whatever, 7 million that you were years ago. It was still a functioning country. Why do you have to fucking overpopulate a country? Like, this take is fucking retarded.
Why?
We at least did have the finances. I think that we should be a helpful country. I think it's important to be open, but I also think that we need to be responsible to the people that we are welcoming to this country, to make them integrate as good as possibly can be done.
I think the general idea now in this country is that we want to be more
Old people.
reluctant
Who will
to
take
spend
care of
too
old
much
people?
Because we've seen how
That's so
things can
fucking
escalate.
retarded.
The remigration
That's
concept.
such a
I'm sure you've heard
retarded
of it.
statement.
I don't think that's
If
gonna
you
work.
don't increase in
It'll
population,
be effective. Will people go
then
home
the
if
ratio
offered a
will be the
sufficient amount?
same,
I don't think so.
right?
I don't think so.
Fair.
Depends on what country, and I mean, it's always a
Okay,
different.
so this is where things get a little more
Fucking
nuanced.
retarded.
Yeah, exactly.
What do you mean, question mark? If you don't increase your population, then the ratio of young people to old people will be fine. If you keep increasing your population, right, then you're gonna have a temporary issue when the population goes down.
I've heard that they are enacting some new things. They're trying to, with like paying some people to leave. I think they have lots of room and lots of opportunity to spend their money in better ways. And I think it's already hard with getting like a personal number and things here. So
You can pay a migrant minimum wage for a job that pays more for a non-migrant, it makes the rich richer. I don't know what you're advocating for in this case.
So I think there's a lot more that can be done for immigrants coming to Sweden.
Why is diversity good in your opinion?
I think we need skills and competence from other countries. I also think that we do get a lot of benefits from other cultural aspects. Food.
What are your thoughts on multiculturalism here in Sweden?
Yeah, it's like a big melting pot.
Does it work well?
Yeah, it works. Yes.
You consider yourself a Swede?
No.
No? Why not?
Different culture. I have different culture.
What does it mean to be Swedish?
In my opinion, Swedish means to be open, to be interested in internationalism.
I think that we should be more welcoming and like trying to get them into this society, because now it's more like they get casted out into these like cities outside the city.
All right.
And they get all like bundled up there. The government are like, oh my god, there's criminality going on.
Is there criminality, or is that myth?
It's a big problem.
Okay.
Yeah, but I think it's because these people don't get like integrated into society, so they have to do certain things to like survive and get money because the government doesn't help them, I think.
You know, it was thousands of them coming, well, 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago.
Yeah.
That
Too
was
much?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
We couldn't take care of them.
Sure. Do you think these people that are coming to Sweden are trying to integrate or not trying to integrate?
Oh, that depends on what culture they come from.
Okay.
Well, you know, in the 80s or 70s, there comes a lot of Indians from Africa.
Okay.
They have integrated very well.
Very well. First of all, where are you from?
I'm from Nigeria. I came to study for a PhD, Department of Economic History and International Relations.
So you've been here for 7 years now?
About 7 years now, yes.
Do you feel Swedish?
Not fully yet. I don't speak good Swedish yet.
Okay.
But the other thing also is that, you know, the Swedish community is not as open as many other communities. The access sometimes is not there. You have friends that you come to maybe meet at workplace or in school and things like that. But I don't think it goes beyond that in most cases. The bond is not usually there like that.
Do you think as an outsider it's tougher?
In
to,
Hungary, they don't let
integrate?
any immigrant
so.
in and pay people a lot of money for every child they give birth to fix
My
the
wife's from
population
Colombia.
issue.
Okay.
Yeah. Multiculturalism has made Sweden a better place compared to what it was like when I was growing up. So I'm all in favor.
Do you think multiculturalism here in Sweden works?
It is a very tough question because it has pros and cons. I have seen so many people that think that multiculturalism is diluting, you know, the Swedish culture. However, what I know as somebody that is a researcher is that culture is not static. Culture is dynamic. There are some things that even in Sweden, that Swedish people used to do 50 years ago, that when people do now, they will consider to be appalling.
Sure.
And this is what it is. Things are always changing.
The economy will collapse long term with low birth
some
rates.
advantages
This is a
in
known
that.
fact.
Somebody like me
Now,
that
same
is-
problem
that
South
came
Korea is
from
having, but they got it on
I will
steroids.
consider myself to be an expert.
The economy
This is
collapses
my
every
field.
fucking 10 years
And
anyway,
that is
my
an
man.
addition to
Like, what the
Sweden.
fuck is
And
your
there
point?
are so many that will bring their experiences. Very smart people.
Birth
that
rates
can contribute
is
to the
nothing.
system. At the
Right.
same time, you have people that constitute nuisance within the system. These sort of people are not limited to the migrant community because you find very people with
Permanently.
misdemeanor, so to speak.
Oh yeah, show me one case
integrated with
where
other countries, so I
the
think small
countries
especially
fucking
are really depending on migration.
imploded
So
financially
Is it currently
permanently
working?
because of population decrease.
not as good as I think it can.
That's fucking
it can
crazy,
do.
man.
Okay.
It's developed the society, I think, to learn from different cultures. I think we have a lot to thank multicultural
China,
for,
sure.
actually, like
China
the
is
food
doing
culture,
better than fucking most
the
countries
job
by
opportunities.
far.
Yeah, I love multicultural.
And they had too many
yeah, I think it
kids.
works, and I love diversity. I mean, the whole Swedish culture is based on immigration,
They know,
migration from
migration.
other countries, and so forth. Yeah.
And if I were to move here to Sweden, could I become Swedish?
Do you think South
I'd say
Korea
so.
will
Yeah,
exist
yeah,
in
yeah.
30 years? Yes, South Korea will
That's
exist in
just because
30
you're
years.
American. If you were from another country or
Why?
even-
Because nothing ever
since you're
happens.
American or
And nature has a beautiful way of always evening
So
shit
if I
out.
came from
Alright.
Somalia, would I be welcome?
People adapt to population decreases. Alright, the same way
they
you
would
adapt
put
to
you in, like,
population
the ghetto.
increases.
And
They would put me
It
there. or I would
doesn't
move there
matter.
because-
move there,
Like,
and since the financial
stop being a
issues,
population cuck,
it's
like
not
literally
really
Elon
bad.
Musk
You would have to learn Swedish,
ass
and then
licker.
the society would look down upon you, or would look down on
I
you.
see. You have the marginalization.
Yes, and then
And you're thinking something.
No, I agree. I understand where he's coming from. And definitely there is an issue in Sweden that we have to work on.
The gun violence.
I'm happy you're talking about this because
it's something that needs to be said. It's important to get light on, yeah. But it's easy to look at Sweden. Oh, such a beautiful country.
It's very pretty.
It is. I love Sweden. But I mean, you can tell I'm not typical Swedish, but I feel I fit in.
Okay.
It's about how you grow up.
Can we get a dance before we leave?
I mean, it literally just comes down to less people sharing the finite amount of resources, right? There's no way population increase is better than a maintained population. I'm sorry, but